Well, hello guys, but one in the chat if you can hear me. I'll put my camera on in a minute. I'm just going to give you everyone a few minutes to pop in and join in on this, and we will be going live very shortly with a DFY build for everyone, and it's going to be the gardener's site. So as you're coming in, say hello, say good evening across all our channels. I've got the chat up, and I'm just waiting for the WordPress install to install. It's been a busy old day. For those that know Robert, he's got a bit of man flu at the moment, so he's not joining us at the moment. But we got Tom saying hello. Hi Tom, how you doing? And John and Sarah, so good to see you on our channels. So in a few moments time I'll be going through the first part of the install. Then throughout the week I'll be building this site up gradually as we move along, and there'll be bonus material as well for people inside the inner circle group. So as you come in, come and say hello. I'm going to check that we are live in all of the correct channels on Facebook and YouTube and etc. So please come and say hello. Hopefully the message will come through to Restream. It hasn't always worked that way for us at times. And so this is going to be the first part of the build. This is sort of partly a reminder for people as well that are in the group. So so we are getting that. So let's just check where we're at. The WordPress is nearly ready. I'm pre-installing WordPress only because it's going to save us a little bit of time on this build. So let me just check where I'm at. Hello to Julie. How you doing, Julie? Good to see you on here as well. Let me check. Okay, that's opening up. So we're nearly there. So if you're coming in, please say hello, and we will have a run through very shortly. Normally, like I said, I've got Robert with me, and tonight Robert's not too well, so he's resting up. Get better soon, Robert. I know he will. And we appreciate all your support on this. So this is the first run through tonight, as I said, and then as we move along, we'll be doing more and more. So if you're watching live, please say hello and good evening. Steve Dimmock's making a comment. Let's go and see what he says. And oh, I think he's on now. And I think got Bradley there now. Let's have a look. What it should be showing up, I hope, in the inner circles. If you're watching on the video, guys, just say hello. I'm hoping that we are live, because you never know. Technology today. I'm going to go and check the room a minute and make sure that I'm showing up. For some reason the inner circle's not showing up yet, so let me go and check the stream connections a minute. Occasionally inner circle, same with streaming. So if you're watching us, guys, say hello in the chat and we'll make sure everyone's on. Let's see, make sure we are going live in the groups. I know I hate technology sometimes, that you're using a certain system and it doesn't do what it's meant to be doing. So evening, Steve Dimmock, who's in the group. We are live, that's great. And we got Frankie as well. Hello, Frankie, good to see you. So in a moment I'm going to go through the training. Those that joined on late, This part is just the standard install of a gardener's theme. I bought a domain name. I've just finished installing WordPress on it. It's been a busy old day, so I was on a little bit late tonight because I was just making sure the WordPress install was done. Most people know WordPress is all good, and how to install it. And so that's pretty much where we're at the moment. So I'll be doing that in a moment. I'm just going to give people a few more minutes to hop on. So as you're coming in, pop in the chat below the video where you're watching from, and I'll say hello to you guys as we go along. I know Steve Dimmock's in the house and a few others, so it's all good. And I'll be starting the run through very, very shortly. Just going to make sure that everyone's in, because I know sometimes these notifications don't always go out right to everyone, and then they go, oh, I missed the live. And I am here live, so and I've always said hello to a few people that are joining tonight. So if you're interested in DFY Magic Themes, go and have a look at dfymagicthemes.com. You need a license of Magic Page plugin for this to work, and there's offers in our members area once you've signed up if you choose to. DFY Magic Themes are themes that are ready built in the following niches: electricians, pest control, painter, plumber, web designer, HVAC, and gardener. They're the ones we've done. We've also got a directory site, and we've got a new roofing one on its way as soon as Robert is back to full health. He's hasn't been too good last week, and so all being well, he'll be with us on the Friday calls. We do a Friday live call at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time, and that's 9:30 London time, and we allow people to come into the Zoom call who are members of the Inner Circle. If you're interested in Inner Circle, it's dfymagicthemes.com/live4U. So just going to give everyone a few more minutes, and then I will put the presentation into place of showing you how to do one of these installs. Now, it's straightforward. You need a copy of WordPress installed, and that's about it really, apart from the MPP license. And then we use a product called WP Vivid. Now, what that is a backup program that's got the full copy of one of our websites in it. The websites have all the content in, they're ready to roll. So as soon as you set them up, you install them on WordPress and very simply install the Magic Page plugin license key. Once you've done that, use our magic form and the training to add things like your social media accounts, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, etc. And then the company name, a phone number, and all those bits and pieces. We've got full training in our members area once people have signed up. So I'm just giving it a few more minutes for people to hop on. So if you're hopping on, say hello, tell me where you're listening from or watching from, and then we'll get everything rolling for you. So and also, by the way, if you're coming in near this video, I think it's normally above, Restream asks you to confirm yourself, and if you can, then it shows your name up. But it's not a problem because I can hop over to the chat and just see people like Frankie. So hi Frankie, thank you for joining us tonight, and it's super exciting. Normally, like I said, I've got Robert on with me. He's unwell at the moment, and get well soon, Robert. I know Robert's probably watching with a couple of lemon sip and man flu, quite serious man flu. most people will agree, apart from my missus. She disagrees when I got man flu. So let me just check where we're at with that. Brilliant. So I think everyone's in the house. We're just going to give it a couple more minutes. So I'm going to play a quick musical video, fun little video, and then we'll get going. Boom chicka boom chicka boom chick chick, 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 boom chicka boom chicka boom chicka boom chicka boom chick chick, boom chicky boom chicky boom chick chick, boom chicky. Right. Okay. We are ready to roll, and we've got people from all over the place. So, good evening to you. Sarah's watching on YouTube. Daniel's watching, and Andy, Luke. Quite a few names coming in. So, this is the build of a DFY Magic theme. We're just going to do the first part of the build, and then we're going to move on throughout the week with different slots. I'll go live at different times throughout the day just to confuse you all in the first place. If you have any questions, pop them in the chat. But as you come in, say hello. Let me know that you're all tuned in fine. Okay, so I'm going to take a quick drink, and then I'm going to switch to my screen, and we're going to get going. Okay. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is to come down and download from the members area your theme. I'll just come back to the main members area to show you that. All the themes are in here, and I wanted the gardener's theme. So you just scroll across and you find the gardener's theme. Come into downloads, and then right click and save as, and save it to your local computer. Once you've done that, come back across to your site and go to plugins, add new. And we're going to search for a plugin called WP Vivid. This is the one. Install now. Once it's installed, click activate. Want to go to upload, select the file. I've already downloaded it here. Click open, do upload. Now, obviously, this is going to take a moment or two to upload. So while it's uploading, if you're interested in any of the DFY Magic themes, head over to dfymagicthemes.com. You will need a copy of Magic Page plugin for this to work. There's offers in the members area, and you can always reach out to us if you're looking for a deal on Magic Page plugin. Now, this will take a moment or two to upload, but what this will do is going to install our gardening theme with all the content. We've spun the content lots and lots of times, so it means that when you load it, you hit the clear cache button in Magic Page plugin, and it'll create a new site. There's going to be a lot more to this. Tonight we're just going to do the standard install and get it to a point where the site's on there ready for the next stage. And the next stage is going to be filling in the magic form with company data, which we need to go and get. So over the next few days, I'm going to do some more modules and show you how I do that. Some of the shared information that I'll be doing for you guys will not be in all of the groups. It will only be inside the Inner Circle members area. If you want to join, that's DFY Magic Themes /live for you. That's the number for you. And there's an offer there to sign up with us to come and find out the inside information. So tomorrow I'll be going through some basics of what we need to fill in on the form, and then the Inner Circle guys will get to see more of what we do with that and how we set things up. This is now uploaded, and we need to hit restore and restore again and click OK. This is going to overwrite WordPress. If you've got something on there previously, you're better off always starting with a blank WordPress copy. If this stops at any time, it's probably going to be on something to do with your host and the PHP version you're running. Just go and check that. Make sure it's on 7.4 or above at the time of this live video. I'm going to click OK now. It's going to log us out. I now need to log back in with the username and password. Now, with the username and password, we supply that in the members area, and it's a default one, which we're going to enter in now. Now, the first thing we need to do is come into users, all users. add a new user in here and put in whatever user you want to type in yourself. Get yourself a password, make it admin, and click add user. Now you've done that, we need to log in as that user. Come back to users, all users. And now we want to delete the original default one so no one else can get access to this. So we hit delete and we drive all content to the new user account. And that's that part done. Next, we need to add your Magic Page license key. I'm just going to do that now. And click verify and proceed. Last, you did install the location set. So I'll come down now and find United Kingdom. And I want the Southwest, but I'm going to do filters only because this will take forever to install and I'll change this at a later date. So I'm just going to go probably go maximum population of 5,000 and apply filters. Once this is ready to roll, now we can do install database. Even with it lowering it down in filters, it's still going to take a little while. It's got to install 6,000 odd locations still. As it takes a moment to install. Nearly there. Click continue. And there we go. I faded back because when you click continue, it's then the case of setting up everything else on the site. So I'm going to do that now. I'll share my screen again in a moment. I'm just going to make sure the database is installed properly. Only reason I stopped sharing briefly then was because it slows down the connection when you're sharing your screen. So I want to just get into the Magic Page and show you that bit. Share screen now. So this is the Magic Page itself, and we need to set a location set up in here. And so I'm going to put Crewkern. Going to build tonight. And I'll leave it on 50 for a minute to see what comes up. Now this is put 3,500 locations in. Because this is a new domain, I don't want to have 3,500 locations. So I'm going to bring it down to about 10 initially. At a later date, you can up this once as the site starts to age. So that's not too bad, but I prefer about 250, so I'll bring it down to 8 miles for a moment. Plus the other thing as well, when you rent these sites out, an 8 mile radius, if a customer comes to you and wants a larger area, well, you can obviously give that to them. So I'm going to hit update. And now we can come in here and we're going to view the site where we're at now. So now it's got the first main location on here and the site is up and ready to roll. All I've got to do next is go and build out the social media pages and everything else on the site for the contents, the company name, phone number, set up a Twilio number. So this is the first part tonight. I don't want to spend too long on these videos. I want to keep them nice and short so that when people are following this, it's a case of you do this first part of the build. And then once you've done that, you can then move on to the next part accordingly. So I'm just going to check my messages. Robert's just messaged me saying he's feeling better. So that's the point where we're at of doing this build so far, and so we're going to crack on with the rest of the build on this afterwards as we move along. So this has got all the service pages in here with all the content ready to roll. Wander down. He must be feeling better if he's messaging me because he hasn't been well all day. So as you can see, all the content's on here. This site as it is, with just a location page in it, is more than enough. If you want to test other locations as well, what we can do is come into the dashboard and we can go to the magic page. If we view the magic page, and this is the full magic page version, and we scroll down, let me have a look and see if I can find the nearby locations on here. Normally it's probably at the bottom. If it's not, it's a bit further up. And I whizzed past it because I was being overzealous. There we are. So now I can click. Now this comes up sometimes because we have to go and check the permalinks. So if we go to appearance, to settings and permalinks, make sure it's on post name, click save. I'll go magic page again. I'll see if this is going to work. Occasionally it takes a while to update as well with the nearby locations. Let's come and find them again. Have a look, see if we can find them. It's always a way that you can't find. Here we are. Right, let's try a different one, see if it's going to work. Now I've saved the. There we are. I've saved the permalinks. So now it's got the next available location, and it says needed landscape garden in Pie Corner. So all this updates. So the only part next is for me to start doing all the social media channels. If I come back to the home page, scroll to the bottom, we've got these social media links here, and I need to go and create these pages. So over the coming days, I'm going to set up the Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and the Google profiles. All this will be set up, and then we'll move on to adding all the company data we need from the magic form. If there's any questions, pop them up now. I'm keeping an eye on the chat on the systems at the moment. Let me just stop sharing. So that, there we go. So I'm back on there. So if there's any questions, pop them in now. And what we're going to be doing is continue with the rest of the build throughout the week. So it's just the case of being in the Facebook groups. We're in all of them for this, or I think we're in the DFY YouTube channel as well. And it's just a case of following those steps on the first build. Now the next step, like I said, is going to be the magic form, and we're going to be showing you that as tomorrow, as well as me starting on building the social media profiles. Like I said, I want to keep these short. We're not doing a Zoom call on this. It's going to be in the Facebook groups each of the day, and we'll go live, and you can pop questions in and they'll pop up on my screen. Tom says that's super quick and easy, and thank you for showing us this. Looking to sign up soon, just want to see the rest of the process. How easy is it to rank these sites? These sites have so much content on them that they pretty much rank themselves, but you do need extra bits and pieces, which I talk about on the Friday live calls, things like citations and bits like, we walk you through that. And we do the Friday calls, dfymagicthemes.com/live number 4U, and you can join that. We go live in all our groups as normal on a Friday, but then for the inner circle part, we're only inside the inner circle where we share tips and tricks and the secrets, bits and pieces about GMBs, Google My Business and stuff like that. So this was really just a quick run through of doing that first install. And so the next step, like I said, I'll be back again, going through me setting up the social media pages ready for the magic form and how I save that data. So thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned, like I said, in these groups or on YouTube. Watch out for when we're going live. I'll try and give you as much notification as I can. If you miss it, don't worry, because the videos stay in the media section in Facebook or on the YouTube channel. So you can tune into that so you don't miss out. And then Friday, we do the live Friday live for you call with Zoom. DFY members can come in on Zoom, and everyone else has to watch on Facebook. But we only answer questions in Zoom, and you can come in and ask further questions related to that, or you can comment on one of these videos. Right, that's it. I'm going to say good night and end the stream. And thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you again, we're aiming for tomorrow, where we go through some more bits and pieces.